Hi, my name is Shannon. I am a certified yoga instructor. I'm so glad that you pressed play on this video. This is a great video to do to help improve digestion, relieve discomfort from things like constipation or gas, and also reduce bloating. So for today's practice, I recommend having some space around you so you can move about without knocking into anything. You can roll out a mat to get nice and comfortable. And then it can also be helpful to have two blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could also use thick books. So when you're ready, go ahead, grab all your materials, and then meet me down on the mat and we will get started. So to begin, you can take a nice comfortable seat. And then you can place both of your hands on your belly. You can close your eyes here. And just start to breathe with your diaphragm. So as you inhale, you'll feel your belly expand like a balloon all the way to the top. And then as you exhale, you'll start to let that balloon deflate. So the diaphragm is going to help you. The abs are going to help you release there. Good. Inhale, fill up the diaphragm. Belly expands. Exhale, slowly start to release. When you get to the bottom of your exhale, tug your belly button in a little bit. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale. Squeezing the belly at the bottom. Good. I want you to keep this diaphragmatic breathing as we move and hold our poses today. We are next going to take a child's pose, and I recommend for digestion trying a child's pose with the knees a little closer together and allowing the belly to drape down on the thighs. You've got your block with you. You can place your block underneath your head. Now, another option is you can take your fists and you can actually gently bring them into your belly, just allowing your fists to kind of get in there and create some space in the organs. The block can be really nice for some support underneath the head. And then start your diaphragmatic breathing here. So inhaling and exhaling. And of course, if you've got your fists in your belly, there will be more compression here, helping us to massage the internal organs and creating some space, creating that opportunity for digestion. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Good. And then you can gently start to come up. You can move your block off to the side. And then we will come into a cat-cow. So taking a tabletop position where your shoulders are over your wrists, your hips are over your knees. Good. Start to move with your breath. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. As you exhale, start to round the spine, curl your belly button in. So here we are lengthening and compressing the internal organs. We're getting some blood flow into the belly, bringing our awareness to that area. So really focusing there. Yoga is so good to do for digestion, not only with these poses that are going to be really tailored to helping that area today, but also because yoga helps us to relax, release stress, and that helps us to get into that rest and digest state. So we get out of fight or flight and our body can more naturally start to digest our food. If you've ever noticed sometimes when you're stressed that your belly gets tight, and this is just helping to undo all of that. Okay, one more round. Using your diaphragmatic breathing here, even as we move. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Now we're gonna lengthen the belly muscles. So start to walk your hands forward, keeping the hips where they are over the knees, and then just gently lift your tail and slide your heart down to the mat. Good. So coming into puppy pose, just lengthening everything out, creating a little more space here. Breathing again, full diaphragmatic breaths, feeling the belly expand. One more inhale. Long, low exhale. Good. And then starting to back off a bit, we're going to make our way into a downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, spread your fingers wide on the mat, and then lift your hips up, extending your vertebrae. So this is another one where we're extending the belly muscles, and we're going to play a little bit with the breath here. So as you inhale, diaphragmatic breathing, belly expands. Pause at the top of your inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly let that balloon deflate. Pause at the bottom. Hug your belly button in and up. Really squeeze your abs, contract here. And then letting go of that engagement. Inhale, filling up the belly. Pausing at the top. And then exhaling slowly. Pause at the bottom. Hug your belly button in and out, in and up, really creating a hollowness in that cavity. And then inhale. Pause. And then exhale. Pause here, squeeze the belly in and up. And then let all of that go. Good. We're going to take the right leg up. As you exhale, bend your knee, hug your knee into your nose. Good. Letting all the air out. And then stepping your foot in between your hands. Ground your back heel down. We're going to come into a triangle pose. So go ahead and lift yourself up, almost like you're preparing for a warrior two to start, just to get the width of the legs. Then you're going to straighten your front leg. I like to use blocks in my triangle pose, so if you've got your blocks with you today, place a block on any height on the outside of your right foot. Then you will spread your arms out, start to cut your hips back, hinging forward. When you can't go anymore, your right hand is going to come to that block, or maybe it finds your shin, or maybe it finds the outside of your foot. Then you're going to start to roll your chest open here and stack that top arm right above the right arm. Good. So in triangle pose, it is a little bit of a twist. So this helps with digestion because the belly is getting compressed here. We're creating that massage for the internal organs. Breathing, still diaphragmatic breathing, using your exhale to deepen. Good. One more inhale here. And exhale, gently release that top arm down. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Come back into that downward dog. And then we'll do the other side. So your left leg is going to reach up long. As you exhale, bend the knee. Hug the knee into the chest. Round your spine. Here we're compressing the internal organs. We're lighting up the core. And then step the foot in between. Round your back heel down. And then come into triangle pose on the second side. So bring your block with you if you've got your block today on the outside of the left foot this time. Good. When you're ready, you can come on up. Straighten the legs here. Reach your arms to the front and the back. And then start to cut your hips back, reaching forward as much as you can. And then gently placing the left hand down to the block, to the shin, or to the outside of the foot. Now, chest is going to spiral open. So make this a twist here. Think about your torso getting nice and long. Your belly is going to compress. And then that top arm reaches up. Good. Breathing here, using those diaphragmatic breaths here, using your exhale to twist open a little deeper. Good. Massaging those internal organs. The core is turned on, the legs are working. One more inhale. One more exhale. Nice. And then gently coming out of it, and then making your way into that dog. So you can inhale, shift forward so that the shoulders are over the wrists. And then as you exhale, lower down to your belly. So the next pose we're going to do is going to be Locus Pose. So now we're going to put a little bit of pressure on the belly to aid with that digestion. You can bring your palms close to your chest, squeeze your elbows in, untuck the toes, planting the toenails down on the mat. Good. As you inhale, gently press through your palms, open up through your chest. Good. Lengthening the abdominal muscles here. And just a little bit of pressure on the belly. Yeah, this is preparing us for the pose that's about to come next. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release back down. Good. This time, take your hands back behind you so the fingertips are reaching towards your heels. Now we're going to put a little more pressure on the belly. So as you inhale, lift your chest up, lift your arms up, lift your feet up. Good. So you'll start to feel that compression in the abdominals. I still want you to take those full diaphragmatic breathing here, even though it is going to feel pretty compressed. So feeling that belly expand, not holding the breath. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then gently releasing everything down. You can stack the palms. You can gently sway side to side or rock the head side to side. Nice. And then we're going to make our way up and into a seat. So you can bring your legs out in front of you. You can also sit up on a cushion or even a block here if that creates a little bit more space for the spine. Moving the fleshy parts away from your sits bones, sit up with a really tall spine. Good. Now start to bend your right leg in. We're going to cross the right leg over the left leg. Again, stay really tall in the spine. Make sure both sitting bones are pressed firmly into the mat. Good. Then inhale, sweep your left arm up. As you exhale, start to twist open to the right, bringing the elbow on the thigh. The other arm reaches up and then gently back behind you for a seated twist. Massaging the internal organs here quite a bit. Keep using that diaphragmatic breathing. Keep the extended leg flexed here. Everything is still pressing down into the mat. Then use your exhale to deepen your twist even more. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Uncross the legs. Come back to that tall spine. Take an inhale. And then exhale, left leg bends and hugs in. Good. Now cross that leg over. Reground your sits bones. Nice tall spine. Inhale. Right arm lifts. Exhale, start to twist from the mid part of your spine here. Elbow is going to find the thigh. Opposite arm reaches and then comes back behind just to help assist you with the twist. Nice. Exhaling to release the air, massage the organs, maybe even going a little deeper. Good. Breathe with your diaphragm here. It will feel compressed, but we are gently releasing that air, releasing that tension from the body. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly coming back to center. Good work. Now we're going to make our way onto our back. So bend your knees, plant your feet down, lower down mindfully. We're going to come into bridge pose. So just allowing a little bit of compression, but in the opposite way. You'll walk your heels in towards your glutes, and then your fingertips are going to reach towards your heels. Feet hip distance apart. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips up off the mat. Good. Breathing here. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. And just feeling some of that pressure kind of releasing in the belly. Full diaphragmatic breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale to lower down very slowly. Next, we're going to come into one of my all-time favorite poses for digestion. You'll hug both of your knees in towards your chest. So in Sanskrit, this pose is called Apanasana, and it actually means wind relieving pose. So it fits perfectly with today's sequence. So you're just kind of guiding the air out here, using the compression of your thighs to massage the internal organs. You're also putting just a little bit of compression on both sides of the colon here. Good. Start to get your diaphragm involved. You can start to bring your legs in a little closer. Press your shoulders down into the mat. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, feel the belly contract. Good, one more breath, inhale. And exhale. Thanks. And then we will end in a gentle recline twist. So take your arms to the sides. Keep the knees in close. Take an inhale. As you exhale, start to lower both legs over to the right. You want your knees to be either above your hips or parallel so that this twist is really happening from the mid part of the spine. And so the belly can get some of that twisting goodness. And then the gaze, if you'd like to kind of deepen the release of the spine, you can even look towards the opposite direction if that feels good for you. Get the diaphragm involved here. Deep breathing, feeling that expansion and that release. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then gently rolling back to center. And we'll take the twist in the opposite direction. So knees coming up, slowly bringing them over to the left. Keeping the knees in nice and close to release the belly. And then gently allowing yourself to relax into the twist. Good, belly breathing here. Softening your gaze, maybe even closing the eyes. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. And then gently coming out of it, you are more than welcome to come into a Shavasana at the end, maybe bringing your hands on your belly, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Just sending some love and some good energy into our belly, into our digestive system. And you can rest here for as long as you'd like. Maybe even pausing this video here and taking some time for this yoga practice to really sink in. When you're ready to come out of it, you can rebend the knees, rolling over to one side and pressing yourself up. So just noticing how the belly and the digestion feels after this practice. You may have noticed that we're bringing some energy into the area, we're stretching it, we're compressing it, we're bringing the blood flow there. So you may truly feel this energy shifting in your body. And that's a good thing. We're creating space. So you can come back to this yoga practice whenever you're feeling stuck, whenever you're feeling like you need to just let something out. I hope that it leaves you feeling nice and refreshed. Let me know in the comments below which pose was your favorite for digestion. Make sure to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again on the mat soon.